Hello and welcome. Your thoughts shape your reality, and the thoughts you entertain will ultimately determine the direction your life takes. When we talk about noble thoughts, we're speaking of thoughts filled with positivity, love, kindness, gratitude, and compassion. These thoughts aren't just nice to have, they are essential. You see, your mind is like a garden. What you plant in it, whether it's a seed of negativity or a seed of nobility, will eventually grow into something much larger. When you choose to entertain thoughts that are elevated, thoughts that are in alignment with your higher self, you begin to see the changes manifest in your life. But why is this so important? Because the world around you is a reflection of the thoughts you consistently hold. This is the great secret of life. You are constantly creating your reality through your thinking. Everything you experience begins in your mind. That means if you choose to focus on thoughts that are uplifting, generous, and compassionate, you'll start to notice that these qualities begin to show up in your life. People will treat you with more kindness. Opportunities will present themselves. And most importantly, you'll begin to feel a sense of peace, joy, and contentment that can't be shaken by external circumstances. Now, I want to make one thing clear: it's not enough to simply wish for good things to happen. Noble thoughts aren't just fleeting ideas that you entertain for a moment and then forget. They are a lifestyle, a way of being. To entertain noble thoughts is to live with intention. You don't let negative thoughts slip in unnoticed. Instead, you take control. You make the choice to focus on what's good, what's loving, and what's possible. And in doing so, you unlock the power within you to transform your life. So, how does this work in practical terms? Let's take a closer look. Imagine you're facing a difficult situation. It could be a challenge at work, a personal struggle, or even just a feeling of dissatisfaction with where you are in life. Most people would react to this situation with fear, frustration, or doubt. But when you entertain noble thoughts, you respond differently. Instead of reacting with negativity, you shift your focus to thoughts of hope, possibility, and trust. You remind yourself that this moment does not define you. It's simply a step in your journey, and the power to overcome it lies within your mindset. The key is in your response. Life will always present challenges, it's a natural part of the human experience. But how you react to these challenges will determine the course of your life. If you entertain thoughts of nobility, you're able to rise above the circumstances. You view them as opportunities for growth, not obstacles. And through this shift in perspective, you begin to align yourself with the highest version of yourself. You are more than your circumstances. You are more than the challenges you face. And when you entertain thoughts that reflect this truth, you begin to unlock the door to a life filled with grace and ease. It's not about ignoring the difficulties, it's about changing how you perceive them. When you change your perception, you change your experience. Noble thoughts aren't just for times of struggle. They should also be your foundation in moments of peace and abundance. When life is going well, it's easy to get complacent and take things for granted. But this is when it's even more important to hold on to thoughts of nobility. Be grateful for what you have, but don't stop there. Continue to cultivate thoughts that inspire you to give, to love, and to uplift others. The energy you put out into the world will come back to you in ways you can't even imagine. Think about the people who have impacted your life in a positive way. They're the ones who have consistently chosen to think in ways that are noble. They don't get bogged down by negativity. They rise above it. And in doing so, they become beacons of light for those around them. This is what it means to entertain noble thoughts. You are not just elevating yourself, but you are elevating everyone you encounter. And here's another powerful truth: your thoughts don't just affect your life, they affect the lives of those you love. When you hold noble thoughts, you send out a vibration of love, peace, and possibility. This energy radiates outward, touching everyone around you. Your family, your friends, your colleagues, they all benefit from the energy you're putting into the world. Your thoughts become a force of good in the lives of others, even if they don't know it. This is why the practice of entertaining noble thoughts is so important. It's not just about you. It's about creating a ripple effect of goodness and positivity. When you change your mindset, you change the world around you. You become a catalyst for transformation, not just in your own life, but in the lives of those you touch. One of the greatest gifts you can give to yourself and to the world is the gift of your thoughts. When you choose to entertain thoughts that are noble, you give yourself permission to rise above the limitations that life may try to impose on you. You step into your true power. And when you do this, the universe responds. Opportunities open up. Doors that were once closed swing wide open, and you begin to see that everything you need is already within reach. But let's be clear, this is not a passive process. It requires effort. You must actively choose to entertain noble thoughts. You must discipline your mind to reject negativity, fear, and doubt. This doesn't mean you'll never experience those feelings, but it does mean that you won't let them control you. You'll acknowledge them, but you won't allow them to take root in your mind. Instead, you'll replace them with thoughts that elevate you. When you entertain noble thoughts, you step into alignment with the highest version of yourself. You stop reacting to life's challenges and start creating the life you want. You become the author of your story, and you begin to see that the power to shape your reality has always been in your hands. When you begin to entertain noble thoughts, it's important to understand that your mind is a powerful tool. However, it is also malleable. It's like clay in your hands. You can shape it, mold it, and guide it in any direction you choose. The thoughts you choose to entertain consistently are the ones that will shape your experiences. You might think of your mind as a filter. Whatever you feed into it becomes your perception of reality. So, when you intentionally feed it thoughts of nobility, kindness, compassion, and growth, your reality begins to reflect those very qualities. The world outside you, your relationships, and your daily experiences are often a reflection of the thoughts you hold. When you entertain thoughts that are in alignment with your highest potential, you naturally attract people, situations, and opportunities that align with that same energy. It is not a coincidence but the result of your conscious choices. In fact, when you elevate your thoughts, the world around you has no choice but to mirror that elevation. It is also essential to acknowledge that noble thoughts do not just mean lofty ideals. They translate into your actions. The way you show up in the world will be an embodiment of your thoughts. When you entertain thoughts that are noble, you act in ways that reflect that nobility. For instance, when you think of others with kindness and respect, you naturally express that through your words and actions. The way you treat others is a direct reflection of the thoughts you are entertaining about them. This is why it's so crucial to stay aware of your thoughts. They are the foundation of everything that follows. So, I want you to take a moment and ask yourself, what kind of thoughts am I entertaining today? Are they thoughts of fear and limitation, or are they thoughts of possibility, love, and hope? If they're not the latter, it's time to make a shift. You have the power to change your thoughts at any moment. You can choose to focus on what's good, what's loving, and what's possible. And when you do, you'll start to see your reality shift right along with them. You are not a passive participant in your life. You are an active creator. Your thoughts are the blueprint for everything you experience. When you choose noble thoughts, you align yourself with the highest version of yourself, and you begin to attract the life you desire. The more you practice this, the more you'll see it reflected back to you in every area of your life. In the end, it all comes down to this: what are you willing to entertain? What thoughts will you choose to hold on to? If you want to see your life change, start by changing your thoughts. Choose nobility, choose love, choose possibility. And as you do, you'll witness the transformation unfold before your eyes.